Hello, my name is Lynn. I am a 30 years old cash budgeter. I currently live at home with my parents and my brother. I do handle a majority of my family's finances, so I budget my paychecks, a portion of my parents' paychecks, and a home help check that we get every 2 weeks. For today's video, I am going to be stuffing $1,200 for the first week of December, and we are going to get started with our bills as always. I just filmed an cash condensing and unstuffing video, so some of these envelopes are empty because we had to pay those bills. Buffer is going to get $10. And now Buffer's got 100, 200, 300, 350, 370, 390, 400, 410, 415, 416, 417, 18, 19, $419. So in that last video, any extra money that I had from the unstuffing that was overage from the bill, I put into the buffer envelope. Usually I just take those extra few dollars and I just deposit it into my account and leave it there. But I was thinking about what I wanted to do a little bit different next year, and I wanted to take those extra few dollars and put it in my buffer and kind of work towards being a month ahead and all of that. So because it is a goal that I want to do, or it is something that I want to change for next year, I am going to start implementing it for this last month here, because why not? Even though it is a New Year's goal, I can still try to do it early. So that is what I'm going to do for that. Car insurance is going to get $55. So 55. Gas is getting 20. Water is getting 25. And internet is getting 15. And now it's got 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. Going to exchange that for a 20. I used to always do like New Year's goals and New Year's like resolutions and all of that stuff. Then I stopped. I wasn't really like doing anything. I think I was just setting up all those goals and changes I wanted to make. And for a while, I wasn't really big on them because I'm like, I can do them now, but I never did them anytime. So it didn't matter what time of year it was or what holiday it was. So I thought if these are the changes I wanted to make to my budget, I can kind of start a little bit early to see if it will work or not, and then I can adjust. I'd have that month period to adjust. So regardless of the time, I was going to make this change anyway, so might as well start now. Electricity is getting 35, 20, 30, and 5. And now it's got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, 105. And let's see, $40. Phone bill is getting 48, 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48. And now it's got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. I do not have a lot of fives I'm working with. I'm going to exchange some tens here. I think I might have too much tens. I usually never have enough fives and tens. I try to exchange them for my dad because he always gets a lot of fives and tens, or my parents do, for their tips. So they like to collect their tips. So I try to exchange it out of their jar, or their little, their jar. I don't know what I was trying to say there other than jar. Trash is getting $10. Trash had some leftover money after I paid the quarterly bill for it, so I did move the rest to Buffer, and that's why Buffer has so much now. Annual payments is also getting $10. And it's got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. My parents' insurance is getting 100, and we've got somebody who applies for them, and he's going to do it this weekend. So this amount most likely will change for next year. I'm hoping it doesn't go up, but everything is going up. So I kind of have a budget set for next year, but it's really dependent on whether this is going to go up or not. If it does, then I got to rework everything. Car payment is getting $250, so $250. It's got $1,000 in the bank, $100, $250. And that is it for our bills. Next is my moving out binder. Apartment is going to get $80. 20, 40, 60, 80. And it's got $2,000 in the bank now. 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80. So $2,380 total. I don't really know what a good goal for this is, so I'm just going to continue to stuff it. And if there's any leftover money, it'll just go into my savings. Or it'll go towards month ahead if there's not that much left. Deposit isn't getting anything. Rent is going to get 20. And that's got 500 in the bank, 600, 700, 800, 820, 40, 60, 80, 900. I think I'm going to set this goal at $1,500. I cannot afford $1,500 a month rent, not even close to that. I really wasn't trying to go over maybe $1,200 or $1,300. That's like my top amount that I would be able to afford and still live pretty comfortably. But I want to put a little bit extra in these categories just in case. So my goal for rent will be $1,500, but that is not what I'm looking for when I'm looking at my apartment or at future apartments. Utilities isn't getting anything. Groceries got $500, but seeing how grocery prices are, I'm contemplating on whether I need to up this amount or not for the initial grocery run. So I'm gonna sit on that probably for a while to see if I want to add more or not into this, but it's got 500 in the bank. Household's got 300. Miscellaneous is going to get $10. And now it's got 100, 200, 300, 320, 330. And this is going to be for renter's insurance. And I think I'm going to put this goal at 500. So that should cover renter's insurance and hopefully have some left over too. A lot of the prices I've been hearing from people are around $300. So I think 500 will be a good amount for that. Emergency fund is getting 10. And my goal for this is 1,000. And now it's got 100, 200, 300, 320, 340, 360, 370. And 1 month is also getting $10. It's got 100, 200, 250, 270, 280. And that is it for my moving out binder. Next, we're going to do my personal binder. Personal is going to get $50. I have not updated my trackers yet, so I will do that later. And now it's got 50, 100, 150, 170, 190, 200, 210. Travel is getting 20. And it's got 500 in the bank, 600, 700, 800, 820, 840, 860. Beauty is getting $20. It's got 100, 120, 140, 160. I'm not sure when my next hair appointment is going to be or what I'm going to do, so I'm going to just continue to build this up. Coffee is getting $10. And now it's got 500 in the bank, 600, 700, 720, 730. Vietnam is going to get $40, 20, 40. And now it's got 100, 200, 300, 320, 40, 60, 80, 400. So by the time Lunar New Year comes around, there should be a good amount here for me to send back for all the celebrations and festivals that will be going on. Gifts is going to get $20. Now it's got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95. I took 105 out because I bought sushi for my dad's birthday, and I also got his boots, but I do not have enough to pay my card off, so I'm gonna stuff this until I have enough, and then I'll take it out. So this one will be depleted soon. Health is going to get 20. And now it's got 100, 200, 300, 400 for 20, 40, 60, 80, 480, almost at 500. So by the end of the month, we should get there and we'll be able to put a placeholder in there. Future is getting $10. And now it's got 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 460, 470. And I think by the end of the month, I can put a placeholder in this one as well too. So that's exciting. Things are really adding up here. Car maintenance is getting $20. Now it's got 100, 200, 300, 320, 40, 360. Wedding is going to get $10. It's got 50, 60, 70. And my cousin is pregnant, so I'm not sure when she's going to get married now because she's going to need time to recover after having the baby. And knowing her, she's going to want to look her best. So she's not going to, so I don't know. Another wedding might come up before her wedding happens. So we will see who gets married next. I have a feeling somebody I know is going to get married next. So I'll just keep stuffing this. Rollover is not getting anything. I mentioned in the cash condensing video, my last video, that I am going to reallocate these funds and then get rid of this envelope. The $60 a week for gas seems to be working really well with taking my brother to rehab and picking him up. And then something else that I wanted to do for next year that I've started doing these last few weeks is to make sure that I pump gas at the end of the week. It's usually Thursday or Friday that I'll just top off the rest of my tank so that I would have some leftover money in my gas envelope. Or I would not go over, I'll just pump what I have left. So it's been working pretty well. I've been having leftover money. When I don't do that, I'll wait till I'm empty or, when the light comes on like every normal person. And then it's either that week I would have all of my gas funds or I would have none of my gas funds. So it's nice to have rollover money from my cash envelopes. So I've been doing that and that's been working well for me. But my brother is done with rehab at the beginning of January, and we're going to do a team meeting with his group to see how we're going to proceed with his kind of, I guess, like care plan, recovery plan moving forward, because I wanted more of a long-term solution for him than what we've got going on right now. We've waited for Medicare to be active for so long, so now that it is, I want to have something a bit more set in stone instead of just kind of waiting for, the next thing to kind of pop up for me to get him into. So hopefully that works out well and we can get some sort of long-term solution and plan in place for him. We're gonna do, let's empty out my cash envelopes. I've got a decent amount of money left. Let's see if I can get this going here. I've been having so much trouble trying to open up all of my binders and having them stay still. I did not really spend any money. I got 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, what? 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22 in spending. Food has got $2. And the reason why is that I work from home 2 days a week. And this past week, I also had to take my brother and myself to doctor's appointments. So when we have things, our boss also lets us work from home that day. So I worked from home 3 days a week. Then we had kind of like a holiday deal going on at work. It was a cakewalk, so a lot of people brought in a whole bunch of baked goods. I've never done this before, so I had no idea what it was. Then there would be numbers on the ground, and you'll buy tickets for it. It was like 50 cents a ticket. And you kind of, it's like musical chairs. You kind of just walk in a circle until the music stops. And if they call your number, then you get to pick one of the baked goods. And so I won 2 things. I won a chocolate cake for my dad's birthday and a tray of cinnamon rolls. Then they provided, my regional director provided Panera bagels for us as well too. So I got a cheese bagel and then just bought some tomato soup that cost $3. So I had minimal spending on food this week, and working from home, I didn't go out to buy anything really. So I have a decent amount left over. Gas is at $10, so I ended up filling up $30 to fill up the rest of my tank. I think I had about a quarter of a tank left when I filled. And then fun has got my $10, so that means I didn't buy any coffee. Oh no, I did get coffee. Man, I had a good week. I used my Starbucks stars, so I got a free coffee. Because I was like, man, I went out, I got things, but I didn't spend any money. And so miscellaneous and others do not have anything. So that is it. Oh, I also bought a chocolate bar. I've got to tell you guys this story. I don't know if like the CVS pharmacy everywhere is just slow, or if it's just where I live, like the whole state, everybody's like, if you want, CVS takes so long. And they're always short staffed, so I feel so bad for all the workers, like the pharmacy techs and the pharmacists and stuff. So when I went to go pick up my brother's medication, this is my fault. I waited until the very, very last day that I can pick it up, so I had no choice but to stay and wait. Drive-through was closed, so I went inside, and there was a massive line, and there was one girl working the counter and 2 people filling medication. And the girl... The next person up, she had a prescription. I believe it was like, I believe, and I don't know too much. It was hard not to eavesdrop on what they were talking about. So I might be completely off about this, but if you've got, I believe it's like, I think it's diabetes, and you get like the little pods that you put on your arm, the patcher or whatever. So she had a prescription for that, and I guess for that brand or whatever, there was like 3 different kinds, and of course her prescription was the one that they couldn't find. So like you had 2 of the workers trying to find that particular pod, or I'm sorry, I don't know what to call it, patch. So they could not find it, and then they finally tell her they couldn't find it, tell her how long it's going to take for it to come in, and she's about to pay for her next, like her other prescription she's picking up. And then they're like, let's get you signed up for like a discount card. And then the girl that was taking care of her, like she kept getting denied for it, and she didn't know what was wrong. And then like the pharmacist, she comes around and she's like, starts ringing people up, because there's 4 people in front of us, and she was helping that girl for 30 minutes already. And everybody's like, oh my gosh, is there another worker somewhere? I'm a pretty patient person when it comes to that stuff. So to me, it's just kind of like, I feel like I have the worst luck. Let me stop. I'm sorry. I will continue the story. So myself, my brother, my mom, and my dad were each going to get $10. And so now we each have 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 460. So yeah, I always feel like any inconvenience that can happen always happens to me. And so she's still helping her out. And then the pharmacy, she comes and she starts ringing people up. And she's getting people out pretty quickly. So it's going pretty well. Then the girl in front of me, she asked for a paper receipt and it didn't print. And at that point, she's like, whatever, I don't need it. And so I'm next, and then the pharmacist, she was trying to reset the printer, and it's making all the right noise, but it's not printing. And then right as she was gonna just tell me, like, just don't ask for a receipt, the girl that was trying to sign up, like, for the worker that was trying to help the customer sign up for that discount card or program or whatever, ask her for help. And I'm just standing there. I'm like, it would be when it's my turn that they would need help, and then they can't help me and get me checked out real quickly. And so she comes back, she finally gets her sorted out, and she comes back and she's still trying to reset this printer, and the till next to her had no money. So she's like, I can help you as long as you don't need, like, if you pay with card, then I can help you. And luckily I had a card on file. So yeah, I ended up, that whole experience took 45 minutes. And so where was I getting with this? Oh, I bought a chocolate bar to reward myself. That was another spending that I did. Sorry, I'm just telling you guys stories for no reason. I was like, why am I telling you guys this? But yeah, so I spent $2 for on a chocolate bar to just as a reward for dealing with all of that. New phone it's getting $10, and now it's got 100, 200, 300, 305, 310. But do you guys always feel like all the inconvenient stuff always happens to you guys? Because if it's always me. I feel like I'm very unlucky. I do have good luck sometimes, but a lot of times I feel like you just kind of sit there and laugh. Like, I just stand there and laugh because I'm like, of course this would happen to me. I can't even be mad. We are going to finish off this shopping challenge. It is going to get $40. So 20, 40. And so it's got 100, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 300. So I am going to fill these up because I feel like I just leave them blank when I finish them, and it's just not as rewarding when you don't see the tracker completely filled up to show that you have accomplished and finished the challenge. So I am going to do that. So yep, $300. I'm gonna put this in my high yield savings under my shopping spree or my new wardrobe for next year. And I'm gonna end up taking this envelope out, I believe, later on. My envelopes challenge is going to get $7, 5, 6, 7, and let's see what we've got. I didn't even count this for you guys. I'm so sorry. We've got 5 or 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So I'm also going to put this $4 in here. So we've got a total of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $11 this week. Christmas is done. Sweet Treats is going to get $10. Okay, I will figure this out. $10, and it's also going to get this $40. So a total of $50. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So let's put that back and grab this 50, and I will color this in off camera. But this is my next challenge that I want to complete, and I think I can complete this by the end of the year. That way I can start my new savings challenges for the next year. And so now it's got 50, 150, 200, 250, 260. Luxury is going to get 20. And now it's got 50, 100, 120, 40, 60, 80, 200. Okay. And that is it for my savings challenge. And now we can stuff my cash envelopes for the week. spending is going to get 25. Food will also get 25, so 10, 15, 20, 25. Gas will get 60, 20, 40, 60. Fun is going to get 10, and last week I had not enough money, and this week I've got too much money, or I've got extra money, not too much. Or yeah, that's the same thing. What am I saying? Miscellaneous is getting 5. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Towards the end of the videos, I'm always just all over the place and just a hot mess. So I'm so sorry, you guys. What do we have left? We've got $5, $10, $15, $20. I am going to actually take a 20 out of gas here and put the 5s, and I'm gonna put this 20 in my apartment. There we go. All right, we are done. If you guys have made it to the end, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for sticking it out with me. If you guys have not subscribed yet, please consider doing so and giving this video a thumbs up. Until next time, bye.